Fernando Alonso was born on July 29, 1981, in Oviedo, the capital of the Asturias region in northern Spain. Raised in a modest family, Fernando's father, José Luis Alonso, was a keen amateur karting mechanic, and his mother, Ana Diaz, was a homemaker. It was his father who ignited Alonso's interest in motorsport, building a go-kart for him at the age of 3. By the time he was 7, Fernando began racing karts, quickly displaying an immense talent for the sport. His early years were marked by success in local karting competitions, where his aggressive driving style and exceptional feel for the car set him apart from his peers. By the time he was 13, Alonso had already started competing in national karting championships in Spain. His relentless determination, work ethic, and growing reputation as a prodigious talent earned him a spot in the competitive Spanish karting championship. As he transitioned to car racing, Fernando moved into Formula Nissan, a junior single-seater championship, in 1999. His rise was rapid, and he quickly moved through the ranks of Spanish motorsport. Alonso's perseverance and focus were key to his success, as he not only had to battle against established competitors but also against the limitations of resources and equipment. His talents were becoming apparent, and by the year 2001, Alonso earned a spot in Formula One, making his debut at just 19 years old with Minardi. Formula One. Debut and early career. Alonso's entry into Formula One came as a test driver for Renault in 2002, marking a crucial stage in his career. However, it wasn't until 2003 that he was given the opportunity to race for the team, driving alongside Jenson Button. Despite competing for the relatively underdog Minardi team in his debut season, Alonso impressed with his maturity, racing intelligence, and resilience. His remarkable performances, including outqualifying his teammate and keeping the car competitive, earned him respect from fans and critics alike. In 2003, Renault promoted Alonso to a full-time race driver, and the next few years would prove to be monumental in shaping his career. 2004 saw Alonso's first win in the Formula One World Championship at the Hungarian Grand Prix, making him the youngest driver at the time to achieve such a feat. Career peak. World champion status. The peak of Fernando Alonso's career came during the mid-2000s when he secured back-to-back Formula One World Championships in 2005 and 2006. 2005 season. A breakthrough year. The 2005 Formula One season was a historic one for Alonso, as he dominated the field and made history by becoming the youngest world champion at the time. Driving for Renault, he broke the dominance of Michael Schumacher and Ferrari, who had reigned over the sport for several years. Alonso's consistency, strategic brilliance, and ability to extract maximum performance from the Renault car made him an unstoppable force that year. Alonso's triumph in the 2005 season was marked by key wins, including his first career victory at the San Marino Grand Prix, followed by wins in countries like Germany, Japan, and Brazil. His fierce determination and ability to make crucial decisions on track, particularly during rain-affected races, cemented his place among the sport's elite. The 2005 title was hard-earned, as Alonso held off an intense challenge from Schumacher, Ferrari, and the rest of the field. 2006 season, a championship battle. In 2006, Alonso returned to defend his title, this time facing a renewed challenge from Ferrari and Michael Schumacher, who had mounted a more competitive campaign. Despite fierce competition and a series of dramatic moments throughout the season, Alonso's performance remained exceptional. Key victories in Monaco, Spain, and Canada, combined with a series of podium finishes, gave him the necessary points to defend his World Championship title. Although he was pushed to his limits, Alonso emerged victorious in 2006, capturing his second consecutive World Championship and further solidifying his legacy in the sport. The season ended with a dramatic finale, where Alonso narrowly defeated Schumacher, confirming that he was now the dominant force in Formula One. At just 25 years of age, Alonso had already established himself as one of the greatest drivers in the history of the sport. The move to McLaren and new challenges. After achieving his second World Championship in 2006, Alonso made the decision to leave Renault and joined the McLaren team for the 2007 season. The move was met with high expectations, as McLaren had been one of the top teams in Formula One for many years. However, Alonso's first season with McLaren was fraught with internal team conflicts, particularly with his teammate, Lewis Hamilton, who was also a rookie that year. The rivalry between Alonso and Hamilton took center stage during the 2007 season, with Alonso growing frustrated at the perceived favoritism towards Hamilton within McLaren. Despite the tension within the team, Alonso finished the season second in the championship, just 1 point behind Kimi Raikkonen of Ferrari, in what was one of the closest and most controversial title fights in F1 history. After one tumultuous season at McLaren, Alonso made the decision to leave the team and return to Renault for the 2008 season, where he showed flashes of brilliance despite the team's struggles to produce a competitive car. Later career, successes and challenges. In 2010, Alonso made his return to Ferrari, where he would remain until his departure from Formula One in 2018. At Ferrari, Alonso enjoyed continued success, securing several victories and podium finishes in a car that was often not as competitive as the top-tier Red Bull Racing or Mercedes teams. Despite this, Alonso consistently extracted impressive results, proving his skill as one of the most complete drivers in the sport. His most significant achievement at Ferrari came in 2010, when he narrowly lost the World Championship to Sebastian Vettel of Red Bull after a controversial season. Alonso's performances that year, including victories in Singapore and Germany, showed that he was still capable of competing at the highest level, even when the odds were stacked against him. The 2012 season was also another strong campaign for Alonso, as he secured several podium finishes and a remarkable win at the Spanish Grand Prix, ultimately finishing second in the championship. In 2014, Alonso faced challenges as Ferrari struggled to match the pace of Mercedes and Red Bull. Despite these setbacks, he continued to be one of the most respected drivers on the grid. After leaving Ferrari in 2014, Alonso took a sabbatical from Formula One, pursuing other racing endeavors, including the Indianapolis 500 and Le Mans 24 Hours, where he won the prestigious FIA World Endurance Championship with Toyota in 2018. Return to Formula One and legacy. In 2021, Alonso made a sensational return to Formula One with Alpine, the renamed Renault team. Although he was in the twilight of his career, he remained one of the most talented and experienced drivers on the grid. His time with Alpine has shown that despite the passage of time, Alonso's abilities remain as sharp as ever, with several strong performances, including a podium finish at the 2021 Qatar Grand Prix, proving that he still had the racing fire within him. As of 2023, Alonso is still racing at the highest level, and his return to Formula One after a few years away has only strengthened his legacy.